Coach, seems like a lot of excitement that goes beyond normal opening day excitement about this team. Why is that?
Yeah, we're pumped to get out here. The guys have worked hard. They're excited to play somebody else. It's the start of the season, and everybody in college baseball is fired up. And so we're thankful to get a couple of good, decent weather days to go this weekend, and we'll tee it up and see what happens.
When will you decide a plan for the weekend?
Yeah, we'll be pulling that trigger probably tonight, finally. The two options are you just keep it like it is, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And Sunday is probably right on the verge of, can you do it? Yeah. Should you do it? Maybe not, And so it's, Coach Charpy and I'll talk about it. We'll make that call tonight.
The weekend rotation, how did you come to that conclusion, and what did those guys do to deserve it, I guess?
The guys who are going to get the chances to start are veteran guys who have pitched really well the entire fall. Friday night opening day, Ethan Calder's been our most consistent guy over the last couple of years. It's a returner. For me as the head coach to be able to say, hey, I'm going to hand the ball to Ethan to take it out there for the first time, there's a lot of trust there, right? And he's been in big games and big moments, and so opening day is something that he's kind of earned, and we feel good about that. And Bryson Bales is a talented left-hander that we're anxious to break out of the box and see how he competes against everybody else. He'll go on Saturday, and then with Stasio and his work ethic and leadership and his arm talent. This fall he continued to tick up. He's moving better and throwing the ball better than he ever has in his life, and so that's exciting for him too. But everything's not set in stone.
Right.
We can make these changes from week to week, and we're going to obviously run a lot of guys out there this week, and we have other guys that are in the mix, for the weekend rotation. So we'll just see how it goes.
This is the most experienced team you've had in the last couple of years. How big of an advantage will that be into the spring?
Huge, it's a big deal. Age, experience, it's a big deal. 23-year-olds beat 18-year-olds. And these guys have been out there before. When you look at our lineup, 6, 7 starters back at positions. You look on the mound, we've got a lot of veteran guys that we can bring out of the bullpen that have been in big moments before, and had good success at times, throughout their career. So it's the age and experience is you can't make it up, and it counts. So we'll see how it plays out over the course of the season, but we feel good about it for sure early.
You had a lot of guys on the roster who had to work pretty hard to get back to this point due to injuries last year. What impact does that have on the team when they see guys working like that?
I think you think about a Hunter Simmons, Jack Little, Gavin Brzezowski, Cole Stasio, Will Pendergrass. Those are guys that we all had big expectations for last year, and we just didn't have them. And so, I think that those guys will all be playing with kind of a sense of, hey, man, this is house money. And what do I mean by that? Hey, the game is fun, and I can't wait to play the game. And I don't think any of them will play with pressure. I think they'll all play with a real attitude of gratitude and thankfulness that they're healthy. And then let's just go out here and compete as hard as we can. And so, when you see those guys get back and you see the impact that they have on our club, it's apparent that it's a real positive. And so I'm anxious to see him out there. I'm anxious to see Hunter Simmons out there tomorrow. I'm anxious to see him swing the bat this weekend. I know how hard he's worked to get back, and all the other guys as well, but those will be special moments.
Cole said the first inning is going to be kind of emotional for him when he gets out on the field. For you, opening weekend, what kind of emotions come to you?
Oh, yeah, I love it. I mean, I eat this stuff up, man. I mean, it's game week. We've been waiting since last May to get back out here and do this again. And all the work that's gone into the recruiting of the players, to getting them here, to starting to mold the team together. We all get to put on the same uniform tomorrow and compete together. And it won't always go well. There'll be ups and downs, but I really like the makeup of this group. I love the maturity of this group. I love their attitude, and they do play with an attitude of gratitude, and I think that we'll all enjoy watching them play.
This is like you said, this is a diverse team. A lot of mix of guys coming in, but Court and Cole being here for their whole Baylor careers, what does that mean? And having guys stick around, because I think that's going to become more and more uncommon.
Well, I actually mentioned at the Meet the Team dinner that the roster is one of the pluses and one of the exciting things about the fall. What do I mean? Well, we've got newcomers. We've got newcomers that are transfers. We've got newcomers that are first year freshmen. Okay, that are talented kids, and we're going to get a chance to see them this weekend. But as much as that is cool, it was cool to be able to hold on to your team. And, in this day and age of college baseball with the transfer portal and NIL and all those things that are pulling at kids in the wrong direction, I thought that that's really cool. And so these guys love each other. They want to play together. This is where they want to go to school and want to get their degree. And I'm excited to have them, and I think that we'll all enjoy watching them play.
I noticed you wouldn't give Matt the closer. Can you, or just disclose the closer? Can you tell us?
I'm going to wait until we get out there and we're closing out a game.
But what about in the field? What do you see as the potential starter?
Yeah, I think we've got. I think I've got options. I think you'll see different lineups this weekend. Obviously in our outfield, it's very experienced with three of our best hitters, three of our best performers are back in Wesley, Ty, and Enzo, and it's going to be tough for somebody to displace those guys. If they're healthy, they're going to be in the lineup. They'll get a long rope from me because I know who they are. In the infield, Toplansky at third has been solid, doing a nice job. Tyreek at short has Jack Little at second base. First base, couple options there for sure. Gavin Brzezowski, Will Pendergrass are both healthy. Scoop's probably going to be the DH would be my anticipation. But we've got other guys in the infield that's going to play too. And you're going to see Travis Sanders is going to play and may end up earning a full-time job. And Pearson Reebok, he's going to play, and he may end up earning a full-time job. It's all yet to be determined. They're going to get to play. And we have better depth than we've ever had behind the plate. We've got three guys that I feel comfortable with: Court Castle and J.J. Connett and Braden Buchanan. And I can't play three of them back there, every day. And so some of them are going to get to play more than others. But for all of them, and really for the first time since I've been here, I'm not going to feel handcuffed. And what do I mean by that? It's going to be about performance. You want to keep playing, play hard, play well, execute, get it done, because I have other options, and it's going to be important for us as coaches to utilize that talent and put the kids in the right position where they can maximize their ability, and showcase what they can do. But we've got more depth than we've ever had position player wise, and those will probably be the guys that you'll see at least early in the year.
Last year you started this thing up at Globe Life. What's the benefit to getting to start the season here at home?
Well, yeah, last year we did. We started at Globe Life and played, an unbelievable three games against, super regional teams and College World Series champion and Big Ten, whatever tournament champions or whatever, and it was a lot right off the bat, smack you in the mouth. I'll never forget putting Mason Green in there, bases loaded, nobody out, against the eventual national champion. Go get him, Tiger! Your first college outing, real fair, coach. So Youngstown State's going to be a club that's coming off. They played into the Horizon Conference Championship game last year. Didn't have a great year overall. But they were playing really well at the end of the year, and they bring back some guys that are all conference type people. They're going to throw good arms at us. The beauty for us is we get to sleep in our own beds, stay here at home, play in front of the home crowd, place where we feel comfortable, and hopefully get off to a good start against some good opponents in 3 of the first 4 weekends.
Cortlan, sense a lot of enthusiasm that goes beyond just normal opening day enthusiasm for this team. Why is that?
Yeah, there is so much confidence brewing right now in our team, and we're so excited. Everybody's healthy, got so many old guys, and I think the difference maker is there's a ton of leaders in-house right now, and so everybody's just gotten on the train. And this is my 4th year. This is the most excited I've been. I've been excited every year, but man, I'm really looking forward to it.
You being one of those older guys, what role are you taking into this year? Just maybe bringing some of that experience into this program.
Totally, yeah. This is my 4th year and 4th year at Baylor too, which is kind of just a rare thing now. So it's definitely more of a leadership mentor role, which has been so fun for me. There's, of course, a lot of old guys, but a lot of young guys too. And so being able to set an example for them has been important for me. And using my voice and being loud and bringing the energy every day is something I've been trying to do. And it's just the start and just the beginning now. So I'm excited to keep doing that.
And getting to stay in Waco, you know, back to your Midway days. How much has that meant to you? Just, I guess, this is your last.
Yeah,
you don't
yeah.
have any eligibility past year?
No eligibility. It's been bittersweet this spring because I know this is my last go around, and it's just been the best time ever at Baylor. And being here all 4 years, I feel so lucky because I know that in a lot of places people don't do that often. So Waco's the best place, and my family's here. Got so many friends here, and so there's like nowhere else I'd rather be. And getting to make all the friends on the baseball team here, and there's something special too about guys that come from all sorts of different places, different schools, junior colleges, Power 5 schools, whatever it may be, and all coming together and being in a locker room with those guys. It's been awesome, and I've met so many people throughout the 4 years, so it's super special to be here.
Saw the weekend rotation announced. Why are you excited? Why should fans be excited about seeing those guys out there?
Yeah, I mean, 3 experienced guys, right? Cole Stasio, 5th-year guy. Baylor guy as well. He'll be fun to watch. Of course, Ethan Calder had a great year last year, and Ethan's one of those guys that you love watching because he just brings the energy, brings the competitiveness, and even from the stands and in the dugout, you can see that from him from a mile away. So super exciting. And then Bryson Bales, which is a new piece for us this year. He's an old guy as well, but he's got electric stuff, and so I'm really excited to see him get out there, and he has loved being at Baylor this year. So it's fun. It's going to be fun to see him with the uniform on and going out there and performing for us.
Court, when you talk about how confident this team is, where does that come from? Is it the experience, or what does it come from?
Yeah, I think for me, it's I've seen it to be the experience, and then the leadership that has come from within the guys on the team, within the older guys, and you know, of course, the 3 outfielders. When I say leadership, I think of those 3 guys, Enzo, Ty, and Wesley, and they've been fantastic leaders, and that has spurred so much confidence across the entire roster, from the newcomer freshmen to the guys that are seniors now, and it's obvious. So that's made it really fun too.
Court, y'all started this season last year at Globe Life. How nice will it be to kind of stay home for these first 2.5 weeks in the spring?
Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm hoping for great weather. That's always a plus, but we're excited to be here for the first few weeks, and excited to see the Baylor family come out, and we're just really excited to open up, and it's going to be exciting.
Going back to that first official spring practice to now, where do you think this group has really improved in those couple weeks? And I guess what are we going to see?
Yeah,
opening day?
Totally. There's been a big focus on just specific baseball plays, first and thirds, bunt defense, that we've really honed in on here on the spring. I think in the fall it was largely a development thing that we were doing, and now we're really honing in on the specifics of the game, and you've been able to see the experience we have doing those drills in practice, working on different baseball specific stuff. So there's going to be a lot of energy on the field, and then I think you'll see guys be super nitty gritty and hard nosed, and that'll be fun to watch as well.
Are there any goosebumps or nerves that come with opening weekend and just with it kind of being your last ride?
Yeah, of course. You know, it is a little bit sad being the last ride, but way more exciting than it is sad to, you know, get another opportunity to step on the field and feel super healthy. And I just feel super blessed to be out here. But there's goosebumps, of course, like every opening day, but I think right now there's just a bunch of joy and a bunch of excitement that's just overflowing right now across the whole roster.
What have you seen from how guys are swinging the bat over the last couple of weeks? Do you feel like the lineup's kind of come together?
Absolutely. We had our best weekend to inter squads this past weekend, and the bats are hot, and everybody's feeling good, and most importantly, everyone's feeling really, really healthy. So, you know, it's tough in the fall. Our pitchers really are. We realize, dang, these guys are really, really good. So there's some days where the hitters dominate, some days where the pitchers dominate, but we've gotten a good mix of both of those, and everybody's feeling really good.
Been a lot of work for you to get back to this point. How are you feeling after, just kind of the last year and the wait you've had to get this opportunity?
Super thankful is the first thing that comes into my mind. Super thankful for the opportunity that God's given me just to play another year at Baylor. This is my 5th year and been here for all 5. I love this place, so it's just extreme excitement. I think that the first inning is going to be pretty emotional, just getting back on the field after a season and a half of not being there, so I'm excited to get that competitive nature back and kind of roll with that.
Cole, you were announced as the Sunday starter. How exciting is that for you, and how much of an adjustment is that to kind of be in the weekend rotation?
It's extremely exciting. It's a huge honor, really. But I think it's something that we've prepared for all fall, and it's something that I've adjusted to, and it's not something new to me. So I'm super excited about getting going and just kind of taking hold of that role and running with it.
At this stage, is it a pitch limitation, or how far do you hope to go in that first game?
Yeah, I think it's pretty wide open. I mean, we all fall we've built up, so I'm sure it's going to kind of just be on how the game's rolling. I'm sure at the beginning here it's going to be a little shorter, but not too much different than at the end.
What was the competition and the depth like on this pitching staff? Just sounds like there's a lot of guys who could start or pitch key innings.
Yeah, that's what's extremely exciting, is because usually when you roll into a season, you want, you're going to have 10 arms that you're going to rotate through out of the bullpen, and that's kind of been, I don't want to say it's a problem, but we got 19 guys that it's a great problem to have. We don't know who's going to go when because everybody can compete, and everybody's proven that throughout the fall. So I just think it's super exciting to know that anybody that comes running out of that pen is going to be fighting for you and can compete at this level.
You talked about how the first inning is going to be emotional for you. When you think about stepping out on the field for the first time this weekend, explain more of that emotion. Where does that come from? Where are there goosebumps, excitement? Like, what is that?
Yeah, just thankful that's the word that continuously goes through my head, and it's just something that I've been thinking about throughout this whole year. It's just every time that we come out to practice, it's kind of just that, like, wow, like, I'm extremely blessed to be where I'm at, and this is just something that I'm going into every game as it's my last, because I know how it feels to kind of have that taken away. But yeah, I just think that excitement, it's a different adrenaline when you step on the mound. It's a different person comes out. So I just haven't felt that in a while. So I'm just extremely excited to get that feeling back.
You're about done with your first full off-season under Sean Snedeker as pitching coach. What has he brought to the team throughout this stretch? Extreme
comfort and extreme knowledge. He makes everything very easy to understand, and he's going to work with you in everything that we do. If that's catch play, we're playing catch with intent and everything that we do, and that's translated directly to the mound. So I mean, his pitch calling is elite. Our hitters kind of get mad at it, but it's who he is, and he's good at it. And his coaching style has just been fantastic. I mean, the guys have clung on to him all fall. I know he said that in the beginning of the year, but it's true, and that's just how it's been. And this is the closest group as a pitching staff that I've seen in 5 years, so that's exciting to know you got guys pulling for you.
You mentioned the confidence in yourself as a weekend guy. What gives you confidence in the other guys who fans are going to see this weekend too?
Consistency, and that's something as a pitching staff that you need to see is consistency. Every time somebody goes on the mound, you know that they're going to throw strikes for you. You know they're going to give you a chance with a lead, or if you're behind, you know it's going to be close. So I think that's probably the biggest confidence booster, is just knowing that you're going to get that every time, every day, every inning.
Is there anything better than opening day or opening weekend?
No. It's something that you can't replicate, and we've tried to tell some of the freshmen that, like, hey, your first inning, it's going to be exciting. Like, I remember going back to, it was at Round Rock against A&M, and it was just one of those things that you are fully mentally prepared, and then you step on the mound, and it's like you have no clue what's going on. But yeah, it's just that eagerness. You've played each other in inter-squad so much, you're ready to kind of take it out on somebody else.
Thanks, Cole.
Awesome. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.